Have you ever said, I know I should exercise, but I simply don't have time? You are not alone. Between work, children, traffic, cooking, emails, WhatsApp messages, and pure exhaustion, finding an hour for gym can feel completely impossible. But what if I told you that science now shows just a few minutes of movement scattered throughout the day can improve your heart, strengthen your body, control your blood sugar, and may even help you live longer? Not 30 minutes, not an hour, just minute. This is not another fitness trend. This is what we call the microdose exercise, also known as the exercise snacks. And the evidence behind it has become remarkably strong. In this video, I'll share with you what the microdose exercises are, why it works, and how you can start today, even if you are the busiest person we know. I'm Dr. Joshua Nderitu, a family physician. I have interest in public health and cancer prevention and treatment. I do lifestyle coaching. If you are new here, we translate the latest medical research into simple habits that you can implement today to help you live longer, healthier, and happier. Information is power and it is knowledge, but it only becomes power if you use it. Change only happens in action. Why do most people fail? Here is the biggest mistake that most people make. You think exercise only counts if it's an hour long, if it is in a gym, if you are wearing the sports clothing, or you are following a perfect program. So when life gets busy, they do nothing, and nothing becomes a lifestyle and a habit. Research have discovered that something very fascinating. The body doesn't actually care whether movement happens in one continuous session or is spread throughout the day. Your muscles still contract. Your heart still pumps harder. Your metabolism is still woken up. So your blood vessels still benefit. Your brain still receives more oxygen. Small doses requested and repeated consistently. So this creates surprisingly big results. Think of brushing your teeth. You don't brush for 1 hour every Sunday. You do 2 minutes every day. Exercise can work in a similar way. So what is the microdose exercise? Microdose exercise simply means performing short bouts of physical exercise. This usually lasts between 20 seconds to 5 minutes, and this is done several times during the day. Researchers call this the exercise snack because you keep taking them once at a time. So they are like healthy snacks between the meals. There are two main types of these exercise snacks. We have the structured exercise snacks. These are planned. For example, climbing the stairs, the chair squats, the push-ups, brisk walking, or doing jumping jacks. Then we have the lifestyle exercises. Scientists call these the vigorous intermittent lifestyle physical activity. Vigorous intermittent lifestyle physical activity or FILPA. This happens naturally. Learning to catch a bus, carrying the groceries upstairs, walking fast across a parking lot, playing energetically with your children. The key is very simple. Move with enough effort, you become slightly breathless. What is the science behind this? Let's look at what researchers have found. In one study at McMaster University, it asked inactive adults to perform just 3 vigorous stair climbs. Each climb lasted only about 20 to 30 seconds. They repeated this 3 times in a day, only 3 times each week. After 6 weeks, this cardiorespiratory fitness improved. Their cardiorespiratory fitness improved significantly. That is remarkable, considering that the total weekly exercise time was incredibly small. The other study, more recent meta-analysis, combined results from multiple clinical trials involving inactive adults. The findings were consistent. Exercise snacks improved cardiovascular fitness, aerobic capacity, peak power, and the cholesterol levels. Researchers found that this was something that was extremely important. People actually stuck with the program, so consistency was was highly achieved. Adherence of about 80% and the compliance of around 90%. That much higher than many of the traditional exercise programs. The best exercise isn't the perfect one. It is the one that you actually keep doing. The third study. Perhaps the most exciting evidence comes from the UK Biobank study. Researchers followed thousands of adults who did no formal exercise. Some naturally accumulated only 3 to 4 minutes of vigorous activity each day. Things like climbing the stairs quickly or walking briskly compared with people who did none. They had substantially lower risk of dying from cardiovascular disease, cancer, and all causes combined. Now, it is important to understand this was just an observational study. So it shows an association, not proof that the activity alone caused the lower risk. But when combined with clinical trials showing improvement in fitness and metabolism, it strongly supports that making brief vigorous movement as part of daily life is beneficial health-wise. Why is sitting the real problem? Here is another reason why these small exercises matter. Many of us sit for 8 hours, 10 hours, sometimes even 12 hours every day. Research has shown that prolonged sitting is harmful that especially independent of whether you exercise later. So if you are sitting the whole day and then in the evening you exercise, this sitting that you have done during the day almost cancels out the exercises that you do. So every hour of uninterrupted sitting slows muscle activity. Blood sugar rises more after meals. Blood flow becomes less efficient. The good news, standing up and moving just for 1 to 3 minutes regularly helps counter many of these effects. That's why exercise snacks are so powerful. They interrupt sitting before the damage accumulates. How do you start from today? Here is a practical plan that you can incorporate. into your daily life. While the kettle boils, do this. 15 chairs quotes, 15 calf rises, 30 seconds marching in praise. Time, 2 minutes. In the mid-morning, instead of taking the lift, climb 2 or 3 flights of stairs briskly, less than 1 minute. After lunch, walk quickly around the building, 3 to 5 minutes. This is especially effective for improving blood sugar control after meals. In the afternoon, you are feeling sleepy. Instead of another cup of coffee, do this. 10 wall push-ups, 10 chair squats, 30 seconds plank. That takes 1 minute. Evening before dinner, walk with your family, dance with your children, pray outside. Movement does not have to feel like punishment. It can become part of your life. How hard should you work? A single simple guide is the talk test. You should still be able to say a few words, but holding a long conversation should feel difficult. If you are completely comfortable, go a little faster. If you are dizzy, or you have chest pain, or you feel severe shortness of breath, stop immediately. If you have heart disease, uncontrolled hypertension, severe arthritis, or other medical conditions, speak to a healthcare professional before starting any vigorous activity. You don't need a perfect routine. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need a gym membership. You simply need to stop waiting for the perfect hour. Your future health is built one decision at a time. One staircase, one brisk walk, 1 minute, then another. Those tiny choices compound into stronger muscles, a healthier heart, better blood sugar control, more energy, and a lower risk of chronic disease. Remember this, movement is medicine, and even small doses can change your life. If you learned something today, comment micro and tell me which exercise now